For the past year, there's no secret here, it's been terribly unfortunate. There have been many shootings at popular nightlife spots in downtown Des Moines. We saw a busy weekend just a couple of weeks ago. And one of those things that all of those incidents have in common is that moment of panic and confusion after a first gunshot is heard. Our Griffin Wright joins us with what you can do in that moment of chaos to try to make sure that you can safely escape. Thank you for joining us with this morning, for this story this morning. Griffin, I understand you were in one of those situations not long ago in downtown Des Moines.
Yeah, this was over Thanksgiving weekend. I was at Ricochet and somebody accidentally shot their gun. Luckily, it was an accident and nobody was injured. But after that shot went off, there was that moment, that pause where everybody is kind of trying to figure out what to do, because most people, like me at the time, didn't have a plan. And that's what's important, is having a plan in those types of situations. Now, police say that there are 3 things that you can do if a gun goes off. You can fight, hide, or run. It's a good idea to think about which of these options you would take before you're put in the real situation. When you're out and about, it's important to take notes of where exits are, and whether you're shopping at the mall or out for a night on the town, having that plan for what to do if there's a shooting is an important way to stay safe, and hopefully that will bring you some peace of mind knowing that you're prepared.
Being prepared is probably one of the most important things. You need to know what you're going to do and go through these scenarios in your mind, because we see that hesitation when we look at videos of these incidents where people don't know what they're going to do. Being aware, being a little hypervigilant, not paranoid. Paranoid's going to ruin your life. But being aware of your surroundings and having a plan on what you're going to do if something does happen is the best thing that you can do.
So whether it's you're out on Court Avenue enjoying the nightlife or you're just in some other public setting, it's always good just to have that plan and just know, hey, if the worst does happen, I know I'm going to run, or I'm going to find a safe place to hide. And it's also important to alert the authorities as soon as you can. To their credit, when I was at Ricochet a few weeks ago, when that shooting happened, the police were there in less than a minute. It felt like they were there very quickly, but there's still that moment right after something happens where it's like, what do you do? And that's where having that plan, I know I'm going to run, I know where the exits are, that's where that is really important and can kind of give you some peace of mind if anything were to happen.
Yeah, and often it's that panic that creates even more problems as people run for the exits. Thank you, Griffin.